Thanks for tuning in to You See Me, focusing on the battle of self-love, acceptance, abuse, spirituality, and much more. Your host, Tina Wynn, will be sharing various ways and strategies that she used to overcome grief, addiction, and depression. You See Me is a self-expressed term Tina uses as a way of making people see the real you. For people to see you, you must first see yourself.
Hi everybody, I'm your host Tina and welcome to You See Me. You See Me is a self-expressed term used as a self-reflection guided tool to get people to see you for exactly who you are. I believe in order for other people to see us, we must first see ourselves. First ask yourself, what do you see? You can see your eyes, you can see your hair, but when you ask yourself, what do you see, you're asking yourself, when you look into yourself, what is it that you see? Do you see a loving person? Do you see a caring person? Do you see someone that is evil? Do you see someone that is cruel? You see me. When people see me, they see a mom, they see a working profession, they see everything it is that I do, but do they see me? Part of the You See Me show is getting people to see you for exactly who you are. What are your thoughts? So what are your images? What images come to mind when you look at people? When you look at people, are you just looking at their face? Are you looking at their circumstance? What is it that you look at when you see people? It starts with you. Who are you? It ends with me. Me is self. You is you. You is me. You is any human being that has breath. Me is the person at hand, the person we are talking about. You See Me is all about your perception of who you are. Because who you see yourself as is what the world will view you as. Once you are able to clearly see yourself, you are able to clearly see others. And the reason I say you need to be able to see yourself to see others is because whether we want to accept it or not, we all live vicariously through other people. We were not made or created to be here by ourselves. We need people. We feed off of people. But that'll be another topic for a later show. This show is a look into the inner lies we tell ourselves about ourselves. It is a way of revealing your deepest, darkest secrets, fears, guilt, regrets, accomplishments, victories, and any other quality you may or may not possess without letting the opinion of others dictate how you feel about you. You See Me. It's all about you. One of the most often used expressions that I hear people say is, this one made me feel this type of way, or that one made me feel that type of way. Nobody can make you feel something about you that you don't already feel. Can't nobody make me feel fat? I'm already fat. Can't nobody make me feel less than who I am. I know exactly who I am. I wake up Tina, I go to sleep Tina. You See Me is a way of just seeing Tina, accepting Tina, and getting other people to see me and accept me. When you look at me, don't see my hurt, don't see my pain, don't see my abuse, my struggles, my gains, or my losses. See me. Most people will say, oh yeah, I know her, you know me and you see me. But do you really know me and do you really see me? Or do you just see images, perception, or ideas based off your own walk or journey through life? Ask yourself every day, what are my thoughts about me going to be today? What are you going to think about yourself today? Because they're not going to match every day. One day you might feel good about yourself. The next day you may feel yucky about yourself. But ask yourself, what are my thoughts about me going to be today? How do I feel about me today? Everything that you think, you begin to feel. And most often, we act how we feel. So are you presenting people with you, or are you presenting them with what you feel? See, because that's what we're walking around dealing with. We're dealing with feelings. We're not dealing with people. We're not dealing with personalities. Yes, we deal with personalities per se, because I have multiple personalities. And I'm not the same person for every scene. Knowing yourself has to do with accepting yourself. Once you can accept yourself, you can accept other people. See, because we always want people to accept us for who we are. But do we truly accept other people for who they are? Do we accept that other people are different from us? Do we accept the fact that other people have different thoughts than us, different ideas than us, that everybody is made in their own unique way? So you see me, you want people to see you, you want people to see your qualities, but do you see others? Because we're all a little piece of a bigger pie. You see me ties into personalities, perception, views, and opinions. And all of these views, personalities, perceptions, and opinions all lead and dictate our lives. It's all in the way we see things. It's all in the way we perceive things. It's all in the way we think about things. What makes sense to you in your world makes sense to you in your world. And what makes sense to me in my world makes sense to me in my world. What you get in is what you put out. You know, I always give my daughter the chicken analogy. Everybody wants this filet mignon. Everybody's in search of this sauteed piece of steak. But everybody is searching for a sauteed piece of steak in a pot full of chicken. Now, you could take that chicken and you could deep fry it. You can skin it. You can bone it. You debone it. You can bake it. But it's still going to be that same old chicken when you pull it back out that pot. The only way you're going to get that piece of filet mignon and that sauteed piece of steak you in search of is if you put steak inside that pot. See, we all sit around waiting for other people to see us and to do for us, and we don't even see ourselves. So how could other people see you and you don't even see yourself? And this is what we're walking around presenting to people. So as part of my give back, my life's journey, I decided to become an open book, an open window to the world. An open window to the world to prevent people like myself, because I'm your everyday girl. And during this segment, you're going to hear about your everyday girl, Quita. Quita's my alter ego. And she is everything. She is you. She is me. She is everybody you probably know, because there's a lot to her. And most often, we hide who we are. See, I walked around feeling invisible, and that's how I came up with You See Me. I would be in rooms full of people, crowds full of people, but I felt as if no one saw me. Yeah, they can see my body, they can see my physical, but they didn't see me. My years of getting in trouble, I walked in courtrooms, I walked in classrooms, I walked into places, and I didn't feel noticed. It wasn't until I started selling myself to people to make them see me. And I always started saying, you see me, as a way of letting people know I'm here and you're going to see me. I'm going to make you see me. I'm going to do something so remarkable and so mind-blowing that you're going to see me. And whether I leave a good mark, a bad mark, or an indifferent mark, you're going to see me, you're going to notice me, and you're going to know that I was here and that I exist. See, because we can't sit and whine when we're not noticed if we're not making ourselves noticeable. What have you done to make yourself stand out? What have you done to make people see you? And I'm not talking about doing your hair. I'm not talking about doing your nails and dolling up in your Sunday's best and sitting on the front row pew at church to get seen. That's not the notice that I want. That's not the attention or the sight I want. I want to be seen as a pillar of strength. I want to be seen as somebody that can be relied on, depended on, somebody that can be called on as just an ear. When I want people to see me, I want them to see me. And part of people seeing you, you must reveal you. And revealing who Tina was the best way of getting people to see me. See, because when we live in secret, that's exactly what it is a secret. You can't sit and say to somebody, oh, you don't know me. Of course, you don't even know yourself. Everything that you're living is a lie, is a secret. You hiding in the dark about who you are. You an avatar at work. You an avatar for your husband. You an avatar for this one and that one. And you want somebody to see you and you can't even see yourself. Accept it. Accept what you expect. You have to accept who you are. There are so many things about Tina that I do not like, but I have accepted them. I've accepted the fact that I once was a criminal. I accepted the fact that I once was hooked on drugs. I accepted the fact that I did things for money that I wasn't proud of. I've accepted a lot of it because all those little intricate details make Tina exactly who they are. And in order for people to see Tina, I have to accept every single part of me that I don't like, whether I like it or not. Because how could I say I love myself and accept? How could I properly love and accept anybody else if I don't even know how to start with self? You see me. You see me. You see me here. You see my pain. You see my hurt. You see my struggle. You see everything that I have gone through. You see everything that life has embarked upon me. But guess what? You see me. I'm still here. It didn't destroy me. Life is a problem. You're going to always go through a problem. It's all in how you see the problem. So you see me is not just about seeing yourself. It's seeing the realities of life. You don't have to accept all of them. You don't have to like all of them, but be comfortable enough with them to not wallow in them. People wallow in their problems and become their problem instead of figuring out their problem. It's not what you go through, it's what you're going to do. What are you going to do? Okay, you went through it. Now what you going to do about it? Are you going to sit there and keep wallowing and become your problem? Or are you going to resolve the problem? Because every problem is just a solution to another problem. So start setting your mind on the fact that all you have is a bunch of solutions instead of a bunch of problems, and all we left with is which solution to apply to which problem. I would like you guys to join me weekly. My first show will be an introduction of Quita. You guys will hear me talk a lot about a girl named Quita. And Quita is Shatina. She is Tina. She is the mother. She is the fighter. She is everything that you want to be tied into one. There is no judgment. This is a free, open line for anyone to join, to chime in, just for support. Everything that you hear will be real-life events and facts from my life. I will never tell you nothing that I read or saw. It will all be. Some of it seems a little bit much, but they're all true events. And I will give scenarios and segments and detail as much as possible without hurting anyone that may have or may not have been directly or indirectly involved in any of the scenes or scenarios that will be discussed or conveyed during this show. I hope that you guys all get as much out of it as I do. My prayers and blessings will be that everyone feeds their soul to grow. Feed your soul with the nutrients and nourishment that you need. Don't wait for nobody else to feed you. You have to feed you. Because what you feed will grow and what you starve will die. And we are alive and living and we must be fed. So what are you feeding yourself with? You see me. Come join me. Thank you.